Hi there, my name is Dari. I want to welcome you to our two-part series dealing with low back pain and weakness. This is two sessions. The first session, we will deal with strengthening your core. We're going to work on some gentle exercises. If you're experiencing pain right now in your low back, these are gentle exercises that will warm up those posture muscles that line the sides of your spine, your abdominals, that twist and move you, and as well as some of your extensors and just that whole core all the way from your backbone to your front. In our second session, we'll work more on flexibility and mobility and give you some deep stretching that can help relieve muscle spasm and deep pain because of clenching. So both sessions, great for low back pain. You do them both and use them whenever you need them. I'll be using a stability ball in this session to help alleviate some pressure and things that you may be having in your low back. If you don't have a stability ball, you could use like a small chair or stool would work just fine. I'm going to start on our backs. So just go ahead and get yourself down onto the floor. Whoop, however is comfortable for you. And then we're going to slide that ball right under our knees. So your calves are resting. This should hold the weight of your legs for you so your abdominals don't have to work quite so hard. Now let's reach our arms long next to us and just take a moment and breathe. We're going to take 3 nice deep inhales. Big inhale through the nose. And just let it work its way out. Just relax into the floor. Big inhale. And let it out. One more time. In through the nose, a little deeper this time. And blow it all the way out. Take your hands and find your hip bones. Grip your hip bones. And let's feel your pelvis. From here, you're going to exhale and tip your pelvis back so that your low back spreads into the floor as much as possible. Then inhale, lift your belly button, drop your tailbone, and rock your pelvis the other direction. Rocking back. We're just doing pelvic rocks to get some motion and to understand how the low back and pelvis work together. As you exhale and imprint, find your belly button. Feel that muscle that wraps around you like a belt, like a big wide belt. It's your transversus muscle. It squeezes around you like a tube of toothpaste. As you inhale, let that go. Drop your tailbone. And then exhale. It's like it's a corset around your waist. And inhale. Now find neutral. So balance out on your sacrum and find that neutral space. Hold it and lift one leg. We're going to do little circles. And as you circle that leg, try to feel both shoulders, both hips strong and steady into the floor. Use your core to hold you steady. Now switch directions. You can play with this a little bit and change the size of your circles some. The bigger your circle, the more you're going to feel like it's pulling you off center. So stay at a range where you can maintain this nice tight posture. Second leg, lift it up and just stir with your knee. You may find that one side is easier than the other if you have any imbalance in your sacrum, that sacral iliac joint, and the other way. Connect your breathing to your movement. So you're inhaling and exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Okay, now palms down to the floor like you're pressing into the floor. Imprint. So you're pulling your pubic bone up, pressing your belly button down, and we're going to start with some twisting in the spine. Just nice and easy. Rock that ball side to side. Pay attention. Just notice what's happening to your shoulders. Keep them grounded and locked into the floor. Side to side. Inhale to go side. Now use your obliques. Exhale to come back. Really think about pressing that side back into the floor. Inhale, twist, hold it for a second. Exhale, use your obliques, pull yourself back into place. Inhale, twist. Exhale, return. Do it really consciously. Think about what is working and what is moving you. Let's do one more each side. Inhale, twist. And exhale, feel that working muscle bring you back. Inhale. Exhale, find that oblique, bring it back. Good. Let's take our hands behind our head. Spread your fingertips wide and just find the back of your head. Put your thumbs right on either side of your neck so you have a good cradle for your head to be in. And then lift and lengthen through your neck and look up through your knees. We're going to hold it here. Hold. Now, if at any time your neck starts cramping or hurting, you can lay back down. So hold it up here, and we're going to lift a leg and return it. Lift a leg and return. Scooping your belly button towards the floor. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And now we're going to add a twist. As you lift the knee, you bring the opposite elbow. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last 1, and roll it down. Nice job. Okay, put your ball away for the moment. Aha, I made it. Roll onto your side. So we've awakened those abdominal muscles and a little bit in our hip flexors. Let's wake up the side body. So come onto your one elbow and your knees. Try to line your palm up with your knees. We're going to pick up our hips so we're in a one straight line. You want to see this line through the legs all the way through the nose to the top of the head. And from there, we're going to lower and lift our hips, just doing these little dips. This is 3, 4. Now take this hand and feel underneath on that underside. See if you can feel those muscles working in your side body. And at the same time, keep this shoulder down away from your ear. Good. Last one. Reach your arm high. You're going to twist under and come back. Twist under. Reach and lift. 2 more. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Sit down. Swing your legs around for the second side. So position yourself on your elbow again. Now, if this is causing you some pain, just keep your hips down and hold. Just doing this is using your underbody, this side body that's underneath. So even just holding this position, if you're not ready for those dips, just hold. That's fine. So we're going to pick up our hips. Now, if the dips are too much, just stay here. And at any time, you can drop and sit back down. Just maintain that side plank. This is 4, 5, good, nice long neck. 6, 7, 8, reach this arm, twist under. And reach, twist under. You only have to do 4, so we have 2 more. Twist and reach. Last one, twist and reach. Sit it down. Let's go on to our stomachs. So as we do this, I'm going to ask you to use your abdominals. What normally happens when we lie face down is we relax everything. We just kind of bleh. So I'm going to ask you to use your abdominals to hold your spine in place while we're face down. So onto your tummy, bend your knees, and place your palms, not bend your knees, bend your elbows. Push your palms next to your shoulders and just let your forehead go straight down. Okay? From here, find your abdominals. Engage your abdomen like you're trying to press your pubic bone into the floor. Think about your low back opening up towards the ceiling. Now hold that, and we're going to lift the head just an inch. Tighten your tummy. Tighten your tummy. This is a stomach exercise. Lower your head. Just relax for a minute and let your abs go, and let's go a second time. So as you exhale, tighten your belly button, pull it away from the floor, pressing your pubic bone into the floor. Lift your head like we're flying just a little bit, long and straight. Tighten your stomach, tighten your stomach. Lower down one more time. This can feel really strange. Last one. Exhale. First, engage your abdomen, your pubic bone into the floor, then lift your head and maybe your shoulders come up just a little bit. It's a very small movement. Holding your tummy, and push it back down. Okay, we're going to add some arms, so get ready. Reach your fingertips forward off your mat like you're flying like Superman. You've got these spider hands out here on the floor. Same action with your abs. Find your stomach, tighten those tummy muscles, pressing your pubic bone into the floor. Now we're going to lift everybody, arms, shoulders, head, but you're thinking about your abdomen. Really strengthen your abdomen. And lower. We'll do that twice more. If that long arms is a little too much, just stack your hands under your forehead. And you can do it this way. Exhale, tightening your stomach, opening your low back towards the ceiling, and lower. Big deep breath. Exhale. Engage your abdominals. Press up. And lower. Let's roll over another time. Prone, no ball this time. We're going to have our hands on our hips, and we're going to rock and do those pelvic rocks with no ball. 2. We did this at the very beginning, so C-grip your waist. Make sure all this action is happening with your abdominal muscles. That's the action muscle. That's what's making you move. Don't use your legs and your glutes. Back here is just like jello. Exhale. 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 And exhale. Now palms to the side, and we rock one way and the other with our knees. Come back. Inhale, side. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, side. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, side. Exhale. Good. Now, where is your focus? As you inhale and drop, now feel your obliques to pull you back. Inhale, drop. Feel that oblique pull you back. Twice more. 1. Pull back. Last one. Side. Pull back. Big wide fingertips. Cradle your head. Roll it up and look. And we're going to march our feet. March your feet. We're imprinted. So imprint your spine. Tip your pelvis back. So you're lifting your pubic bone towards your nose. One more. Last one. Now we twist. Elbow to knee. Elbow to knee. Nice and slow. So you can feel those muscles and learn what is working. Who are the movers? Who are the stabilizers? Twist. twist. You have two more. 1 and 2. Good. Lie back. Now stay in imprint. A little bit more difficult. If your legs are too heavy to do this, don't worry about it. You can continue with other ab exercises, but we're going to stay in imprint and lift our legs. Reach your arms overhead, scoop them past the ceiling, and look through your legs with your head. Now, while you're here, we're going to pump your arms for 100. So inhale and exhale. That's one set. Inhale and exhale. That's 2. Inhale and exhale. In and out. Now, if anything is hurting in your neck, just use one hand and cradle your head. You're halfway there. Inhale and exhale. If you're cradling your head, go ahead and switch arms. Inhale and exhale. Your knees should be right over your hips. If they start to come this way over your belly button, that's your body trying to cheat. And exhale. Twice more. Exhale it out. This is your last set. Inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Put your feet on the floor. Roll to one side and come up to a comfortable seat. Now, if you have your ball, grab it. If you don't have a ball, this next section we're going to do sitting on a chair or a stool, something low that you can get your feet on, that you can touch the ground with your feet. So I'm going to be sitting on this ball just like this. Okay, so here I am. And I'll zoom out a little bit so you can see my feet. Good. Reach your arms wide and tall up over your head. Now, as you're here, try to keep both sit bones anchored on the ball and reach one arm. Oh, just for balance. It'll pull you off center, so you work to stay there. And arms overhead. Reach. One arm reaching to the ceiling. They're opposing, and one arm reaching to the floor and come up. So we're working those side core, the side body, and up and down. Your back extensors, those big muscles that run up either side of your spine, your obliques, your transversus muscle, that deepest layer of your core. Try to hold yourself center. Let's do one more each side. And last one. Good. Bring your hands to your shoulders and twist. We're going to pulse, pulse. Switch sides. Twist, pulse, pulse. Switch sides. Now, when we pulse, it's your obliques that are pulling, not your arms going wonka, wonka. Okay, so twist and obliques and obliques. Twist and obliques and obliques. It's like you're trying to wring out your waist like a washcloth. And twist, pulse, pulse. Let's add just one element of difficulty here. As you twist, try to pick up the opposite knee. There, add that instead of your pulses. Twist, lift a leg. And twist, lift a leg. And twist, lift a leg. Let's try it with the arms stretched out. That's going to pull us off balance a little bit more. Twist, lift a leg. Good. Try to hold it. And switch. Lift a leg. Good. All right. Let's relax our backs. Just fall over your knees for a nice big stretch. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see me. Just relax your back and let it stretch open and wide. Your head is very heavy. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. As you exhale each time, try to relax those low back muscles even more and drip towards the floor even farther. As you inhale, fill your low back with those lungs, those lower lobes of your lungs. Breathe really deeply as if you're trying to stretch yourself from the inside out. Very good. Okay. In this position now, we're going to walk forward. If you don't have a ball, just go to the floor. And we're going to hold this open and let the ball support you as you hang back. You can do this on the floor with a few pillows if you have some bed pillows, but you want to be completely supported. So your whole spine is supported in this extended position. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Hold your head, lift and nod your chin. Come all the way up. You can either walk yourself up or you can sit down on the floor. Either way. This has been session 1 of our low back exercises. I want you to feel encouraged. These are simple, low impact exercises, helping your mind find those deep core muscles that are responsible for your low back posture and the posture of your pelvis. So do this a few times each week. That's your homework. And after you've done it 3 or 4 times, ask yourself if you're more familiar with the way that you move, what muscles move you, what muscles stabilize you, and that will be the beginning of a great journey towards helping you with your low back pain. Thanks again. Session 2, we'll be doing more flexibility and range of motion to release and get rid of those tight clenching muscles that maybe are causing your problems. Thank you. Again, my name is Dari, and I'll see you again soon.